Okay, everyone. This is your soul brother, Talib, as you best know me from Reality Temple on Earth, aka Operation Exodus, Mississippi. Yes, and I'm just doing a little follow up, a quick video. I'm not gonna be on too long, but a little follow up on the live hangout I did with our number one soul brother, Angel Snup Snup 7, last night, and which a video which we was joined along with by a brother named MD20, and also shout outs to him as well as of course our number one soul brother Angel Snup Snup 7. I would like to say this, you know, following, piggybacking off of what we spoke about, just general discussion also in this video. I just want to say that, what's been going on throughout this period of time, through this year of 2020, and what we see right now, of course, as far as the situation that's taking place with the politics in this country, and the protests and the unrest that's still concurrently going on. I must say that as a message to people's soul, be careful out here while you out there in the streets. Watch your back, watch yourself, watch how you move, because these white supremacist groups is out here. These, of course, some come in the name of vigilantism, and they are also known as right wing groups. You know, and they are preparing for a race war, especially if Trump lose. Even if he do win, they already talking about clowning, like I had talked about before in another video, and of course, like I said once again, if he loses, they definitely gonna clown. So just be on the lookout, and also too, hey, you know, ever since I came on this platform, of reality temples on earth, we have been trying to warn you, people of soul, all the time about the right given opportunity of a chance that the racists could take, you know, to definitely completely have a way with us as soul people. And we are unfortunately in this kind of time, as you can see what's going on. They becoming more emboldened, they becoming more you know, outspoken. Their presence is more known. I mean, and they're getting more out of control. As you can see, they just even tried to, you know, attempt on a plot of assassinating or rather kidnapping the Michigan governor. The governor of Michigan, and fortunately, in that situation, they was caught by the feds, but like I say, these people is out there, and they ain't slowing up in what they trying to do. So all I could tell you, brothers and sisters, is prepare, get ready, do whatever you got to do to protect yourselves and your families or whoever you around, you know, and because like someone said yesterday in our live hangout, some might possibly just happen on election night, which is less than a month away. Of course, and which we're about a couple weeks away from. So just prepare yourself. That's all I can say about that. We've been warning you. We've been trying to tell you that people, so we have to get together, we have to come together on a common collective basis and unite so we could get this Mississippi campaign off the ground so we could be completely protected from this type of stuff. But we warned you and it fell on deaf ears. Y'all took this for a joke for the Mississippi campaign, which is still on the table, but this is what you get, when you want to remain, among your oppressor. This is the results that come out of this. And it's gonna get worse. I mean, you know, even if Biden win, you know, and now that we have a black woman running with him as a vice presidential candidate, just know that that's gonna even spark more outrage among the races. You seen how it sparked outrage among them when Obama was actually the president. You know, so you know, and the vice presidential position is the next closest thing to the presidency, and that's even enough. To stir up some outrage among them, because they don't even want to see a Negro, let alone right in the White House. They don't want to see a Negro nowhere near close to the White House like that, you know. And even though, many of you may not look at it too much as a significant thing, but in a way it is, you know, because they are mad just at the fact that black people are even able to successfully obtain a position like that, whether it be the presidency or vice presidency, and they never thought that that would happen here in America, let alone anything else that we tried to do as far as our progress go, you know, as a darker skinned population in this country, So, like I said, just be aware and you know be on your guards. That's all I can say about that. And I'm not trying to encourage violence or nothing like that in this video. And I repeat it again in this video. I'm not trying to encourage violence, but you do have a right to protect and defend yourself against any physical harm of attack, and that's even in the Constitution, you know, especially when it comes to bearing arms for those that can bear arms in this country. So, like I said before, you do have a right to protect yourself. I mean, and like I say, just prepare for whatever happens, you know, because we've been trying to warn you, but you out here, you know, still at each other's throats, killing each other, you know, and all this other crazy stuff, caught up in this drug epidemic, which defocus our attention away from what's really going on around us in society, and we don't, we don't see no other recourse but the path that we are on mostly as a people, So this is what we get, We got our minds and all kind of different other places, our attention focus in all other different type of places, and don't even see the big picture that's facing us, which is not a good thing for us, far as those of us as dark skinned people with soul are concerned, So, we definitely have a situation right now that, like I said, you know, it could turn very ugly. It could turn very ugly for us in this country. It could turn real ugly. And, we don't have no type of defense against this. Not even when it come to protecting our women and children, and our women and children are the most, especially elderly, are the most, you know, delicate people in right now. Among us when it comes to safety and protection. They are in a very more delicate situation, and anything can happen. You know, so I mean, like I said, we need to if we gonna aim them guns, we need to aim them guns at the right people, not at each other, and that's just the bottom line to that because, we killing each other, especially like I say, on all different types of frivolous levels, that don't even call for that type of violence going on among us in our communities and among us period as a people. But like I said, most of us, even with this message I'm giving in this video, it's gonna fall on a lot of deaf ears. But I'm still trying, I'm still here to warn our people. That's all I could do. And I mean, like I said before, we need to, you know, get come together and try to, you know, uh create a better situation for ourselves away from where we at right now, because we are in a very terrible situation more than what we think. I don't care about all the so-called black American millionaires that's living in this country, even the few that may be billionaires. I don't care nothing about none of that. You know, Entertainers, athletes, or whatever, and even people with careers, or whatever, that ain't doing us no good. That's not keeping these police from knocking us off. That's not keeping these racists from terrorizing us, And so, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. We don't have no type of protection, especially like I say for our women and babies, and we don't have no, let alone talking about a country. We don't even have a state behind us. This is why the Mississippi campaign is so important, to try to get a state behind us. We could at least get a state behind us. We could curtail pretty much of some of this stuff that's facing us as a people. And if it call and if it call for separation, particularly from the racists, then that's what it got to be. That's what it got to be. Because that's the only way we're going to further succeed ahead as a people. And that's just the bottom line. Because we've tried everything else in that essence, and we seen it's not worked. We still being denied our right to vote after all the ancestors that died for us just to even be able to vote. You see, we're still, they still blocking us through this gerrymandering crap from even being able to vote. Redistricting and all this other stuff, going on. I mean, come on. You know, all these other civil rights that was supposed to be meant to protect us, and which is some of them have even been overturned, as far as laws go. But yet we still keep taking this situation that we're in for some type of kind of joke, and it's not no joke. This is for real. We are an endangered species. You know, making it also I would reference that from when I used to hear that all the time from those in the pro-black conscious community. Yes, we are a very endangered species walking around like the Walking Dead. I mean, that's just where we at. And like I said, I don't care what status or position we are in individually or as individual groups or whatever. we're targeted. We are a very targeted people right now. We're more targeted than any other group of people, even than other so-called minorities in this country. And that's a fact. And the truth of the matter is that the way we're being targeted, they don't even target the Hispanics or Asians or even the Native Americans as a matter of fact, like they do us, as dark skinned people. So who are usually referred to as Black Americans, African Americans, and the list goes on. And like I said, we are in a very serious situation that we need to wake up fast. And we don't got time to sit around, you know. And many of you who got that mentality of where it takes time for change to come, no, we got to do something immediately. We've been having this same mentality for over 400 years, and it ain't worked. It ain't got us nowhere, and like I said, as you can see, even with some of the gains we made from the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s, that's been pushed back. So I mean, you know, what more warning do you need? How many more signs and warnings do you need to really see that black lives don't really matter in America? You know, I mean, how much more warning do you need to see that black life do not matter in America? And that's just a fact, you know. And it got to matter more to us before it matters to anybody else. Like I've been always saying, because if it don't, you know what I'm saying, matter to us more than anybody else, then people would never take that Black Lives Matter stuff serious anyway. And that's just it is what it is. And I mean, first of all, you know, um, this is why the another reason why the Mississippi campaign is so important, because that would address that more effectively, you know, far as us killing each other, far as us victimizing our women, our children, our babies, each other is men, or women victimizing men. I mean, vice versa, you know, as far as what goes on among us in our community, as a people. And like I said before, we really need to really understand and open our eyes up quickly that this is not a game. We're under over 360 degrees of attack right now. We have no, defense against it whatsoever. And it don't help to make matters easier when we are constantly against each other, on all different type of levels, and like I say, we might as well be an exterminated people. We cannot come to that clear understanding quickly to change this thing around completely for once and for all, and that's just simple as that. We can't depend on a individual leader or a messiah or a savior to hold us by the hand and guide us through this. We tried that and we seen how that panned out, So, like I said, we could keep taking this for a joke all we want to. But like I said, it's not gonna get us nowhere. But further and deeper, you know, into the ravine. And what I mean by that is the mass grave, or whichever way it takes us far as to complete total destruction. Because that's what the plan has always been for us as a people in this country. and we're helping to expedite or to accelerate that plan even faster than ever by doing the things that we do against each other, and helping the open enemy to destroy ourselves and each other, so like I said, we have to wake up real quick, and understand that it's we got the whole, not just the racists at us, but we got ourselves even at us. You know, I mean, we are in a corner where we have no other choice but to come out the corner fighting for our lives. That's what this is all about right now. And like I said, this is just not because Donald Trump is still in office. This even after he gets out of office. It don't make no difference what president we are under in this country. It's gonna be the same old, like always. It was like that even with Obama was in there. I mean, we want to keep. How further do we want to keep going back? You know, and these people, they really want to put us back in slavery, actual chattel slavery as they called it, during the days when they had our ancestors picking cotton. That's actually where they want to take us back to. But you think that's a game? That's not a game. That is not a game at all. I mean, you could see it in the works and plans. You know, I mean, we got the wide world web called the internet. You know, in social media, with so much of this information being put out, but y'all keep taking this like this some kind of joke or something. I mean, this is not no type of joke. We're in a serious situation right now. We need to wake up, people. People are so we need to wake up. We need to understand that this is for real. You know, however many of us it is, 36 million to 44 million plus of it don't make no difference. We are in a bad situation right now. And those of you that think that you are more better off than others among us, because you got $1 million bank account or you got billions in your bank account or whatever, because you more well off, and or because you have not been played, racially discriminated against, or done wrong by this racist systemic system in this country, where you got another thing coming, which is called nigga a nigga wake up call. And I usually don't use that word myself, but I just had to throw that out there to give you a clear understanding of what I mean by that. And because they don't care what your status is, long as they see you as a dark skinned person of soul with woolly hair, all you is to them is another N word. And that's how you gonna be looked at and treated as. So you ain't no different from the next slave. You just another slave on the boat. You know what I'm saying? On the same boat. And you need to wake up and understand that. You know, they don't differentiate. You could be a Daniel Cameron, a Daniel Cameron. You could be a Candace Owens, all you want to. That ain't gonna serve you too well, because eventually they gonna use you up like they always do, and then when they see they can't use you, then they gonna throw you to the slaughter. They gonna throw you right to the slaughter, like they do every other sellout that come from among us. So like I said before, you you know, I mean, this just a warning, you know, that I'm sending, just to let you know that, you know, we are up against a situation right now in this country that we need to unite. You know, I don't care, you know, what your religion is, what your you know, I don't care what your lifestyle is. You know, you can even be a crackhead. You know, you could be a weed head. It don't make no difference. We all need to unite together and come together, you know, to get this Mississippi campaign thing off the ground so that we could take control of a state where we could have the backing of a state which would you know, solidify some real protection for us from this you know, racism that we've been plagued with all our lives as a people in this country. You know, and like I said, you know, we deserve that. We went through this long enough, over 400 years. We deserve relief from this, you know, and it ain't no sense in, you know, waiting around thinking that somebody gonna give you reparations. If we get the Mississippi campaign off the ground, just consider that your reparations. And in other words, too, because that's what we got to, it's not gonna be handed to us. We got to take our reparations. That's also another point that I just wanted to add that, you know, we got to take our reparations because it ain't going to be given to us. You know, we going to get any kind of real reparations. It's not going to be handed to us. I just want to assure you that as a warning, you know, it's not going to be handed to us at all. You know, and as you've seen, even with the so-called black politicians that we have in Washington, that you know that issue was you know, what they help even was you know, not a discussion to be put on the table. So I mean, you know, this is what we got until we take our reparations and take our own destiny into our own hands, as Marcus Garvey would once say. You know, this is where we gonna stand at as people, and it's gonna do nothing but get worse for us. You know, so like I said before, we need to just recognize and understand this. You know, and I don't know what else to say. You know, I mean, you know, I have no really nothing else really much to say other than that. Because right now we are in a situation in America where we just completely got our backs against the wall, and it's like it's almost to the point where we don't even have no room for breathing. That's the way they trying to make it for us. That's the situation that they've been trying to create for us, and they and that so far they doing a successful job at it because we ain't doing our job, you know, by taking our destiny into our own hands. So I mean, this is what we get, and at the end of the day, we are in a better position than our ancestors were, you know, and so we really don't have too much of an excuse as a people as far as why we cannot, you know, do what we must do to secure a better longevity future for ourselves and our next generations coming behind us. You know, and that's just point blank as it is. You know, I don't care how you try to cut it, it's going to remain just like it is until, you know, we do something for real to turn our situation around for once and for all. And, you know, like I said, we could keep playing games all we want to, it ain't gonna get us nowhere. It definitely ain't gonna get us nowhere at all. But continually to where we are going, and that's the hell, as they say in religion. That is the hell. That's it. Especially for those of you that always in religion that always bring up this thing about hell. Well, you living it right now on earth. You ain't got to die to go see hell. You living it right here on earth. So I mean, hey, I mean, just you, you know, just got to understand that this is not no game. Nothing is gonna be in all this indoctrination that we've been fed all our lives. That we have to die to see a better way. That's not true neither. As you can see, the oppressors they living large like they in heaven. That's why they got everything. That's why they run everything on this planet Earth. Because they know that crap that they been teaching in Christianity ain't true. Or religion, period, that they've been teaching ain't true. So, I mean, but when are we gonna wake up as a people and recognize this, you know, and take this serious and meaning with action, not just with words and conversation, but with action, because we've been having conversations about this and talking for hundreds of years, marching for hundreds of years, praying for hundreds of years, and you see what it's gotten us. So I mean, until we take this serious, no one else is gonna take us serious, and we're gonna keep getting what we get. You're gonna keep getting more Breonna Taylors, Trayvon Martins, Michael Browns, Ed Gartners, Esau Fords, Philando Castiles, George Floyd's, Sandra Bland's, and the list goes on. And and I mean, hey, like I said, this is nothing to play with. This is definitely nothing to play with. We are in a very serious situation right now that we ain't got no choice but to fight our way out of, or just simply die. Simply just, concede to our death like cowards. And that's something I refuse to do personally, in period, and I don't know about anybody else as far as speaking for myself on that one, but I mean, we all grown men and women and even the children, we got to give them an incentive, you know, because they're part of us too, you know, far as work go, to bring this reality of the Mississippi campaign into fruition, far as Operation Exodus Mississippi go, and we're gonna have to, really make this happen, because we ran out of options other than what we tried to do, and we still, like I say, we still going through what we going through. We still at the bottom of the pit, far as humanly being concerned, as a group of people here in America, and like I said before, we even get we're more despised than the average other so-called minority in this country. you know, Even those who are immigrants from other countries like Africans and West Indians, they get more better you know, treatment than we do. Plus they do have their own countries they could go back to. We don't even have let alone a country, like I say, we don't even have a state we could go to when we get tired of this racist crap going on against us and all this other crazy stuff that come along with that. So, like I said, this is why the Mississippi campaign is so important, and we need to wake up and understand that, you know. And those of you, if you feel like you have a better plan and solution, we welcome you to bring it to the table so we can look at it, you know, whether it be the Mississippi campaign, even if it's the ADOS movement, or whatever it may be, to help us get this job done toward getting us to our complete liberation and freedom as a people, then, you know, we still gonna be what we gonna be at. So, like I said, we're open to any ideal, even if we put it with the Mississippi campaign to help it work even more effectively. You know, we fine with that too, as far as this platform is concerned. So, like I said, people, we can't keep taking this for a joke. We need to stop doing what we doing to ourselves and each other first and foremost, and we need to come together. At least put the ignorant nigger stuff to the side. And like I said, excuse me, because I usually don't use that word, but I just want to make that clear in simple layman terms, that hey, we ain't really got no, other option other than to continue being slaves in a slave like condition, or get up off our ass and take our own destiny into our own hand and take our own freedom. We got to take it. It's not going to be given to us. No group of people with no country, no nation has ever gained their true freedom and independence from anyone else without taking it. It just ain't never happened. And if it has been given to somebody, it was because attachments was included with it. Believe that. you know. But like I said before, we ain't got time. We got to we got to come up out our our monkey bag and do what we need to do as a people. You know, to secure a longevity future for ourselves, because as it look right now, we don't have no future as dark skinned people or soul here in this country. And with that said, basically, I just want to you know, say a few things in this general discussion. Like I said, as a follow up from the video that we made last night with me and our good brother, number one soul brother, Angel Snup 7, from our platform, and also our brother who joined us by the name of MD20. And other than that, and also I would like to give shout outs in my closing to Sister Noble Levine, and keep supporting her book called God is on Trial. And also our other sister Tangi, that's on our platform. And I mean, and any other sisters or brothers that support our platform, shout out to you also as well. And I just want to just let you know that even though y'all don't see me regularly making videos every day, even on my own personal channel called Eric Bell, and stuff like that, but I'm still here. I'm here. I'm not running from the struggle. It's somehow, some way, we got to be free one day as a people. you know, as they say in other layman terms, some got to give. And that's just the bottom line to that. And with that said, y'all, peace.